Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Mindful Play Summit. Today we have the opportunity to speak with Larissa Maloney. She's the founder of Active Kids 2.0. This community has been created by enthusiastic, elite individuals, all led by female founder Larissa. Active Kids 2.0 is now the fastest growing on demand service, providing an array of active classes for kids and their families. Active Kids 2.0 is not only solely about putting aside your part of the day to get that workout in, it's about getting off the couch, putting down the video game controller, and exercising your heart, mind, body, and getting your muscles moving. The on-demand subscription service has become a vital to providing families and mums with fitness and wellness classes for their children in the safety of their own homes. Active classes include karate, dance, cheer, yoga, toddler time, nutrition, sports classes, boxing, hip hop class, and so much more. Thank you so much for listening. You're in for a treat. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Mindful Play Summit. Today we have Larissa Maloney from Active Kids 2.0. I'm super excited to get you on a call today to learn more about you and your business. So if you could take a moment to just let us know a little bit about yourself and what got you interested in starting up Active Kids 2.0.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Crystal. I'm so happy to be here. A little bit about me. Well, probably a lot about me. I was born in Buffalo, New York, and I always like to mention that because I'm a huge sports fan. So I'm a big football Buffalo
Yes.
Bills fan. And I grew up in Florida, and that's where I live now. Like I said, I've grown up in a sporting household, a very athletic, moving our bodies type of household, very competitive as well. But I grew up playing three sports: volleyball, basketball, and I ran track in high school. I ended up getting a volleyball scholarship to a school in South Florida called Lynn University, and I played volleyball there for 4 years. After that, I went on to play professional beach volleyball on tour. I got to travel the country. I got to travel a little bit internationally as well, doing something that I absolutely love doing. I was on tour for probably about 4 or 5 years, and then I met my husband, and then all of a sudden things went right. We settled down back in my hometown, and I started a family. So right now, I have a 5 and 6 year old. What was important to me when I started my family, I wanted to be home with my family and present and making sure I was the one, teaching them everything and being there for those magical moments. So I had my own volleyball academy, which allowed me to mentor kids, which I love to do, mentor and coach young kids. And it allowed me to stay home with my little ones. So that's what I did until my kids got to the age where they were ready to go to school. So that was about 3 or 4 years old. They started school, and I said, okay, so how am I going to transition full time back into the workforce? So I decided, okay, putting my passions together. When I was in South Florida, I was doing personal training as well. So personal training and coaching, I thought, how about I go and teach? So those passions put together. So what I did was I taught at a local high school, and I taught personal fitness as well as coaching. So I coached volleyball, and that was the start of my, education career. And I went through what everybody in the world went through last year, last March, and especially every teacher, every educator. We went through the crazy news of we're going virtual. And and I say crazy, and that's really an understatement because it was really insane. We literally had a meeting on a Friday. I met with my principal, and she sat us all down and said, I'm going to throw it out there. We might be going virtual, but we're probably not, but we might. So just to let you know. And I said, okay, not thinking anything of it, thinking, yeah, right. Like the whole world's going to shut down. Okay. Literally a couple hours later, I get the email, we're going fully virtual and figure it out. So I'm like, oh my
Wow.
goodness. So what am I going to do? So, I teach personal fitness. I have about 75 kids. How does that look? In a normal setting on a day to day, it looks very structured. It's not just play, but there's learning in there as well. There's, a structured plan. So, how am I going to do this? But virtually, not in front of my kids. So,
Just
what I
get it
did,
done, right? Just get it
I
done. Okay.
figure it out, whatever. So I literally sat at my kitchen table. I wrote down a whole bunch of things. On Monday, they'll run a mile. They'll tell me the time. On Tuesdays, we'll do arms and abs. On Wednesday, we'll do this, whatever. And then I looked at it Monday through Friday of my plan. And I said, okay, my kids are going to say, Coach, this is horrible. What are you doing? This is so boring. And it's not you. Okay. Threw it away in the garbage. And then I thought, how can I use my, creativity and my athletic background to make something fun, for the kids to do? Because literally we're all going to be stuck in the house. So I thought, how about I go downstairs to my home gym and just go live, just stream workouts live. So it feels like the kids are with me, like they're doing it with me. And, they don't have to feel so alone at home. We'll be having fun. And it's just kind of like we're in class and we're still having that connection. So I said, okay, let's just try it. It might not work. It might work. Who knows? So that Monday morning, I told my kids, we're going to do a 30-minute workout. It's going to be cardio, maybe a little strength in there as well. So I actually had a friend that said, hey, I'm not doing anything with my kids because I haven't figured it out. Can my kids join you too? And I said, okay, sure. So I quickly jumped online and I put in a PE forum what I'm doing too. And I said, if anybody else is struggling, come hop on with me because this is what I'm doing. So I pressed play and, I started doing the warm up and I had about 15 kids. And I'm like, come on, guys. Like, I have 75 kids in my class. Where you at? Like, you guys need to pick it up and log on, right? So after the warm up and as I start explaining, how the workout's going to go, I'm going to do 2 sets of this. We're going to have this amount of rest. All of a sudden, the number started climbing up. It was oddly amazing, but very odd. It was like 15, then it went to 50, and then it went to 100, then it went to 500, then it went to 1,000. It went to 7,000 people in my first workout. So
Goosebumps all the way up my back.
it's crazy. It was insane. So I said, okay, so there is a need here. Like something is going on, and I'm going to ride this wave. And I literally did it for 3 months straight, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m., same time, did a 25 to 30-minute video, cardio and strength classes. I would even bring my little ones in because they were home with me. We would do dances. It would be a blast. But I really, within those 3 months, built community. And I had kids and teachers and schools and parents just saying, hey, can you shout me out in this video? Can you say I'm part of this class? And I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. So I'm shouting out kids and shouting out schools, and we just really built a community. And I look forward to it every day, and the kids looked forward to it. They said it really became tradition in their home to work out with. It wasn't just them. It was, they brought their mom, their dad, grandma, grandpa, their sister, brother came and worked out with them. And it really built a community. So what I did was after the 3 months, when summer hit, I thought to myself, okay, I could use a tiny break, right? Because it was really, really ongoing every day. And I said on my live stream, I said, do you guys want me to keep going? What's the word? What do you guys think? And they said, Coach, you can't stop. Like, this is what's keeping me up. This is what's keeping us together during this time. You cannot stop. So I said, okay, so there's a need here. I need to figure out how to make this even bigger. So that's exactly how Active Kids 2.0 was born. And that's how the platform is right now. So the platform now is not just me doing cardio and strength classes. It's karate, jazz, dance, cheer, gymnastics. We have sports in there, nutrition. So I brought all of that, and now it's under one platform, which is Active Kids 2.0 and what you see today.
I love that. As you're talking, I'm like cheering, there's just a big smile on my face and just politely, giving a woo woo here and a woo woo there. And I just want to celebrate that for a moment because it sounds like you really tapped into that entrepreneurial, like, okay, I've got this passion. I know there's this need. My class is loving it. And the expansion just happens so fiercely fast.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful when you're on that trajectory and that right path, how it just falls together. And I'm sure you've worked your absolute tail off. And to hear how it's now bringing on all these other modalities, that is super, super awesome. And thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank
That's
you.
beautiful. I just have some questions, right? So we talk about the importance of, that mind body connection and using your body. Can you just talk a little bit about that and how it can reduce stress and anxiety for children and even, grandpa, whoever wants to join in on these beautiful exercises and movement sessions?
Absolutely. And it's so funny when it's not funny, it's horrible when you're missing one component of those essential components, how your body feels. Getting enough water, getting enough sleep, eating the right foods, and moving your body. Those are really the essential components. And when you're missing one, you really feel it. You know what I mean? And I know I really feel it as a mom, as a wife, a business owner, educator. So like like you said, what's the importance of it? It's everything. It really is making sure we are moving our bodies. And you know there's there's always this stigma around using the phrase working out, and it doesn't have to be like that. The recommended amount of minutes is 60 minutes a day, and that doesn't mean going in the gym pumping iron for 60 minutes and going, you can do that, great. But if that's not in you, just know that it's a buildup of that. It can be 15 minutes here of taking a walk outside, with your little ones and exploring. And then it could be, 20 minutes of you taking the stairs at work. You know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be that intense 60 minutes in one session, but it's throughout the day and making sure you're being mindful and conscious of being active and moving your body because it's so important.
I absolutely love that. And I reflect about, when everything's shut down in the schools, the children miss that PE, they miss that interaction. So to know that you were able to keep that going for those around you and to better support that mind body connection, but also to get children's bodies and kids and whoever is watching moving, right? And we talk about the pandemic and what's happening, a lot of fear and a lot of stress and all of those things cause us to either go one way and really focus on ourselves or go the other way and just try to use certain things, substance or whatever, or food to just kind of stay feeling safe. So I absolutely love the body movement and that connection piece to make it fun because my children love PE. They
Yeah.
love physical education, right? So, when we get to a certain point, why does our mind shift and think that, doing exercise is painful? And then it's almost like as adults, we don't want to go there because we only want to do what's safe, right? So I love how, you make it fun and enjoyable for your listeners. And for those of you that are watching, we are going to post a little link below with one of because you started a YouTube channel, and post a little link so that our listeners can kind of check out one of your videos. And we encourage you all to subscribe because as new stuff comes out, then you get notified and you can kind of take part and enjoy that. And also for our listeners, and thank you, you have provided our listeners with a discount code for 10% to be able to take part in your program. So that is a severe, generous, beautiful offering for our listeners. So I'm going to just plug the code right now so that those that are watching can get out a pen and paper. The code is Mindful Play 10. So that's Mindful Play 10. And below here on your speaker page, we'll have all the links so that our listeners can kind of go in and take a look at your services and to be able to check out Active Kids 2.0. And I'm so excited to connect with you, from all over the world. I've been speaking with speakers and I love your energy. And I'm just curious to know if you could leave our listeners with one thing today, like that one piece of advice, what would that look like for you?
So it's so funny because as I started, my business, I wanted to always end my video with a piece of advice, right? To encourage. And that is stay happy, stay healthy, and of course, stay active.
Love that. Thank you so much, Larissa. It's been a pleasure connecting with you. And thanks for everybody for watching.
Thanks, Crystal.
You're welcome.